Nnamdi Kanu emesiere, Nnamdi Kanu emesiere, Nnamdi Kanu emesiere, Nnamdi Kanu emesiere, Biafrans emesiere, Emerida menya wajede, Baide merida bekoma macho, Emerida menya wajede, Akiko neneko, Emerida boke yosire, Emerida boke yosire, Emerida boke yosire.
Greetings to all people listening to us, friends and foes. You are listening to live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. We are coming to you through a parent station, Radio Biafra London and IPUB Community Radio, directed by our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Your host is Mazi Alozie. Today is August the 9th, 2022. And it's another episode, and today is Tuesday, and the week is crawling. We're already on a Tuesday. So, let's say Wednesday, Thursday, boom, the week is over. And we still conduct our daily rituals. let's go this way. Biafra Awareness Week. We are people that like to inform the world that things are happening to us. If things are not happening to us, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be. But for the fact that these things are occurring very frequently, we have to find a solution. As it happens every year, we have a Biafra Education Awareness Day. This will take place on Saturday, 20th of August 2022, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Venue will be Angolada Lecture Theatre, Goldsmiths, University of London, New Cross, London, South East, 146 Northwest, not South South. I don't know why they put South South there. They have Northwest. The four cardinal points: North, South, East, West, and Eastern, Northeast, Southeast, Southwest, Northwest. It's only in Biafra land that they have South. For any reason, you know better. And for them, they didn't have North, or East, or West. The greatest calamities come to and say South. It's like what will I say? It's like a head with a tail. Head with a tail. Yeah, that's that awareness week is done yearly, and the purpose is to educate our people about our faith, what happened to us in the 40s to the end of the world, 70. How people were mixed like onions. And, it is done by Nigeria against Biafra, against Easterners. It's good to let people know because if you look at the situation, those that are even governors, those that are even elected officials, most of them cannot tell you the history of Nigerian Biafra war. The war levied on Biafra by Nigeria, sponsored by Britain and her allies. They committed a heinous crime. And if you look at it, you wonder, when over 5 million people were killed in an inhumane manner, nobody saw it fit to call it its name, genocide. Is it because you are lesser of a human being? Or is it because the crime was not committed? was that type of muteness adopted on us or over us. Where over 5 million people were extinguished, their lives terminated, and no world body have seen it fit to brand it genocide. So Mr. Fion will be there as usual to lecture. It's an information from father to son. He was there, information from father to son. Most of those now were children. Some of them have the memory to remember what transpired. They are passing away. They are passing away. Time and tide waits for nobody. And our inability to impact our children with regard to the events that occurred is our own problem. If you don't impart to them what happened, if you don't educate them, if you don't tell them, that's your business. There's no reason why you shouldn't. After all, they calculatively erased teaching history in schools so that their cover will not be blown, so that people will not know the extent of criminal activity they committed against the Easterners. And why are the Easterners always their target? We reached a point where, at least, if we have an equation, or let's say something where you have to say, if East does not go, West will fit in. Why can I say that our elders, the elderly ones, did not tell their children? They did not have the guts. Most of them did, don't get me wrong. Some of them did not. Will you continue to blame them? You cannot continue to blame them, because those of you today running around with the label miscreants on behind their back and their forehead, who called you a miscreant? Why did they label you miscreant? Why did they tag you? It is the same hatred they have for Easterners. Is what they are exhibiting on you. Now your fathers and your grandfathers failed to tell you. Are you not learning firsthand from what is happening to you at the hands of the Fulanis, the federal Nigerian government? What other education do you need? You're not remembering that most of us took off, running away from evil in order to be alive. We're here in diaspora. Have they stopped massacring? No, it is still ongoing. Do we need a lecture on that one too? First of all, the atrocity was directed to you. You saw death right before your eyes from the same people that killed your relatives. And may I inform you that there is no family from Biafra land that did not taste death. Some were completely wiped out. Many families were wiped out. because you are an Easterner. And when we look at these things, we still immerse ourselves in trouble. The trouble we immerse ourselves into is the one where we follow them and do the rubbish they are doing. Today, let me ask you a question. And this is for everybody. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, advocated for Biafra freedom and stood by it. And he said nothing will prevent this except freedom. And to see that holds, the referendum must be called. You have a college that want to live, and you have a college that don't want to live, the so-called one Nigeria. You have sections that want to live, you have sections that don't want to live. Let's conduct a referendum. It is the people that will decide. When you have a democratic ideology, and it is enshrined in your constitution, that allows for referendum. Our people, the question continues. The amalgamation ended in 1994, I believe. Where it says, after 100 years, if we cannot see eye to eye, do things together as one body, the union must be ended. And to make sure that those that have the evil plan continue, they amended the constitution and say, we the people, you are aware of it. We have been shouting about this all the time. Our leader called for a referendum and said, if the people chooses to be in Nigeria, then we abandon the quest for freedom. We will continue to remain slaves and then keep our peace. Even if you wipe up the whole village, we will not complain. Even if they come and adopt you and chop off your head, we will not complain, because it is what Biafrans have chosen to do. That was the call made by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And as he made it, they branded him a felon. Somebody that committed a treasonable felony by calling for freedom, by calling for peace. And most of you cannot sustain history. Remember the past. It is still the same Nnamdi Kanu initially that called for the 3 R's: reconstruction, rehabilitation, restructuring. Those were denied. They didn't want it. There will be no restructuring. You can't put it back the way it was, so they know where they're heading. Reconciliation. It wasn't done. Rehabilitation. It wasn't done. Instead, they are creating more refugees now in our villages, in our towns. And you are following what's going on. And we are looking at it as if it is a theater performance, where the people will come and exhibit violence on innocent people. First of all, they unleashed the Python dance. Every year, they just count the season. Now we are coming to Southeast. We are going to conduct Operation Crocodile Tears. They are telling you what they are coming to do to you, and we look at those things. I am talking about our youth. I am talking about youth having first-hand experience of what happened in the past in a different form. And that's why I asked you, if your grandfathers and if your fathers did not tell you, are you not witnessing the atrocities that were carried out in the past? Presently, you are. What was your reason for leaving Nigeria? The same issue. And if that's the same issue that plagued you in the past and is presently plaguing you, why have you not learned? And then my question is this. After giving you all the knowledges of the past and the present, for all those that are engaging in a political movement to vote, to go for election, before I ask you that question, let me go this way. When Biafrans were being slaughtered everywhere, in the streets of Aba, in the streets of Iguacha, in the streets of Umuahia, Enugu, Oka, Anambra, Asaba, Cross River, Bayelsa, what was your cry? What was the cry of our people? UN, come and help us. They are killing us. What we are going through. Too much marginalization. We cannot talk. They are kidnapping you in broad daylight. You are going to your shop. They will kidnap you on the way. That they will seize your wares and then forfeit your money, snatch your money from you. These were done by Nigerian soldiers and the policemen, primarily the Fulanis. You cried, you continue to cry. Oh, United Nations, what they are doing to us, what they are. Who are you referring to as they are doing to us? US, come and help us. We are dying. We went out. This came from our Biafrans. This came from most of us in diaspora. Hey, you come and help us. This came from us. We continued crying. Come, come, come. They are finishing us. Our people were the ones shouting. They are killing us. Your crops were destroyed. A lot of things were damaged. And we watched it. We witnessed it. Something there you were not counting on is the international theater, the spectators. You cannot continue knocking on the door. And when you knock on your neighbor's door, you say they have come again. And your neighbor will open the door and say, who are those? Those my neighbors, those my friends that are pursuing me, they are back again. You are knocking to your next door neighbor. And your next door neighbor will be talking to himself, say, but why do you keep keeping company with them? And just like he said, as soon as you open the door and entertain him, he turns around. The next few minutes, he's mixing with the same people that were pursuing him. And what do? You go back and say, they are coming again. They are here, they come again. They are coming. Why did you go to your neighbor in the first place? To rescue you. If your neighbor rescues you, what's your line of mitigation, line of action? It's not to go back to them. Find a way to get away. Yeah, come a point your neighbor will have enough of your rubbish. And you go knocking on the door, nobody come and say, get out of here. If they're killing you, let them kill you. If you're dying, die and let me live in peace. After all, I have been living here. I don't see why you cannot solve your own problem. It is the same thing Biafrans are doing. You're in a community, you're in an environment where you are the target. Now we can no longer blame history, okay? Because we use history as a way out, as to say why we are stupid. If they did not teach you history of what happened in the past, and you learn what happened in the past, and it is repeating in your presence, you weren't there in the 60s or early 70s, and you were born. Right time you come out from your mother's womb, you cried, oh, this world. They started showing their true color. And you grew up with it. You, as a youth, going into the school system, you started testing how much they love you. And most of you that have the brain to go to colleges, they gave you a benchmark to follow. Yours is the highest. When others will get in with 2, they want you to get in with 300. Why would somebody get in with 2 and they want you, a Biafra, to get in with 300 cutoff mark? And they're telling you when you're experiencing the issue. You still get that and still get into the system. And most of you change your names to go to the university. If there's where a vacancy, you change to Mohammed. You go and forge a government document, my name is Mohammed. And then they let you in. And you are witnessing the maltreatment of you. So you don't need too much lectures from the past. The past is a point of reference. Because you that you that is living presently, you are experiencing the same nonsense. And you feel it's okay. And you manage to get out of the country. Instead of working hard, preparing to save your people at home. They come here, the politicians that are masterminding this will come here and pay you. You that abandoned that environment because of the issue. And they come here and pay you. And you join their team. You join their team to lie to your people. All these things we are talking about, our people at home don't hear it. The news media doesn't tell them what is happening. They are hearing us, and that's how they know what is happening. And this is why when this radio is silent, then you know that there are many Biafrans that are listening to the radio. Let this radio be silent for about 10 minutes. The phone will start ringing. Oh, our radio is not speaking. Our radio is not talking. Where's our radio? Our radio. Our radio as Biafran radio. Radio Biafra. That radio is so important to you because that's where you get your the source of your information. Now you know that the Nigerian media will never tell you the truth. They will rather lie against you. They are killing your brother in the next village, you will not hear it. Those media houses that are supposed to cover your area in today's technology, with today's technology, they will not tell you. and Radio Biafra is your source. And some people actually colluded with the Nigerian government. And to tell you, do not listen to Radio Biafra. You cannot fish out that there is something wrong. There is an evil mission coming from these people telling you, don't listen to Radio Biafra. These are the people that have been paid to thwart the messages being sent to you, so that you will not hear, you will not know, you will be blindsided. And our people bought that assertion. Our people, those in diaspora, most of them are multi-pilot and this and that. I don't care. You have done damage to your people. Don't listen to radio. Where do you want them to listen? Radio Nigeria. That does not tell you what is happening. And that's what they want you to listen. They tell you to listen to the lies. They kill your brother, they will tell you that they didn't kill anybody. Is it not through the awareness provided by Radio Biafra that you were able to know what Opuzadima and his colleagues are doing in Biafra land? It is through Radio Biafra. Nigerian radio do not tell you those things. And this is the hope of Biafrans. What will happen if this radio goes silent? Then you know that our people are finished. This is their last hope. And for somebody to come and tell you don't listen to it is it's a criminal. They think nothing good for you, but you are you will be the biggest foolish person not to listen. It means you are incapable of thinking on your own. And once that radio is off, you are calling. To make sure that they succeed, they open their own radio. Somebody is lying, telling you don't listen, and then goes to open radio and tell you, listen to me that lied to you, and then you agree to listen to the same person that have been deceiving you and lying to you. You are incapable of making decisions. Let's continue going where we're going. And this radio continues to inform you. The radio continues to inform you. And now it is your lifeline and it is your only source of information. When something is happening, we hear it and we'll tell you, even your own media, from your own village, from your own town will not tell you. And when you want to call to ask, they will quench your line because they are dancing to the tune of their masters. Our leader said, okay, through this medium, you will not be blindsided anymore. We will tell you the truth. And this will be a source of your salvation. Our leader did that. Our people act like they are grateful. And that same our leader was extraordinarily rendition. And today, many people are quiet. Many people are quiet. Through their quietness, they are gearing up for election to produce Igbo president. And not only Igbo president, you are going to proceed a president from the south, which includes Middle Belt and Odudu. And it did not occur to you that you're making a mistake. I gave you an instance of you knocking on your neighbor's door, telling them they have come again. You turn around, your neighbor saves you, then you go back to the same people that are tormenting you. Then I told you, there will come a time your neighbor will tell you, stop coming, stop knocking. Because each time I bail you out, you go back to your same situation. That is what the international community is doing to us. Because we suffered so much from the hands of the Nigerian government that we even have no business staying around any of them. Even our politicians have got to the extent that they don't even care. They don't even know that their people are being killed, and they have done nothing to save their own people that are being killed, and they participate. The action should have started with the senators and the House of Reps and the judiciary, saying that we will not participate with you in this senatorial platform or House of Rep platform or in the judiciary until you change your course on Biafrans, what you do to the people of East. And then the Oduduwans will join. We will not participate until you change your procedures, what you do to us. These people kept quiet. And what do you think the international community think about us? Trump came up and looked at it and said, these people are assholes. Yeah, you don't know nothing. And yeah, he's very correct, 100% correct. What will not happen to human being and they react happens to us and we don't react. We swallow it. Are you swallowing it that you cannot act? Are you swallowing it that you are unable to do anything? Start it first. Start your protest first. Show them that you're serious. No, you come out to protest one today, the next one, when they shoot boy, you vanish. You disappear. And when they say we're going to pray, so that they will shoot at us. Were you protesting in the first place when they were shooting at you? No. If they're going to shoot at you, go ahead. Make the world know what is happening. And then the world would see that you're serious. No. You get through all the nonsense they are doing to you, then you go back, they put up a drum, or there'll be election, all of you say, get my PVC. Get my PVC. I'm going to get my PVC. And a pastor will stand the people that say, go get your PVC. They did it many years. You did not learn. You never learned anything from the past. It seems like everybody is confused. You don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, why are you calling on the US to come and help you? To fight your fight for you? You are lazy. Why are you calling on the European Union to come and help you? And when Nigeria beats the drum of the election, you participate. You are lazy. You don't know what you want. You're confused. And they'll be looking at you. Oh, Germany, come and help us. And they actually started helping you. When they came for your people, they said, no, leave them. That is process of democracy. Freedom of expression. Freedom to protest and express your anger. All of you were there. When Lai Mohammed was globetrotting to every country in Europe. Oh, reprimand IPOB, hold them so that we finish them. They say, no. This is a peaceful organization and we stand by them. You turned around and slapped the Germans. Biafrans turned around and slapped the Germans. You slapped them on the face, not realizing your grievous foolishness. Oh, the election is coming, 2019. The same people that would have boycotted that election completely 100% turned around and voted. Yes. Easterners and Southerners voted to produce a president. And who did they produce? Fulani president. Did you notice that since after that, any Biafran shouting, come and help us, you're wasting your time. And then to add insult to injury, those that are fighting to get this thing done are the same people that turn around and betrayed their leader. How are you going to have the face to tell America, come and help me? These people are not helping us. How can they help you? 2019, you suffered the worst humiliation in your life. We did not learn. We did not learn anything. And majority of the people said there will be no 2023 election. We are not participating. After all you did in 2019, we will no longer participate. Now, 2023, you say you're not participating, and they brought obedience. And the same people, the same tormented people, the same people that are being extinguished every day. I use that word extinguished. It's just like fire that is burning and you put it out. We that are, vibrant, calling for our freedom, the same people will come on the media to tell you that they spent 2,000 naira to go and buy PVC to vote. And your PVC is nowhere stored. And as you buy it, they take your money and bag your PVC and then discard it. And most of you are still thinking one Nigeria. You see all the things that happen to you. It is action of people that are not serious. And most of you in diaspora that we are supposed to do all these things fail to do it. And in all parts of the United States, you get people saying, oh, they are doing for Obi. I'm not against Obi. I am not against Obi. I'm not against him. What I'm saying is, what is our goal? Is it for election or for freedom? And that brings me to the question I've been putting off. And now I will ask you that question. After witnessing series of disappointments, Jonathan was in office. They brought the broom and swept him away. You did not sweep him back. And he told you, I will not spill the blood of any Nigerian just to answer a president of a Nigeria. I will not spill the blood of any Nigerian just to remain president. He knew and he knows what was coming. And to get him, that they actually told him, come and run. Oh, yes, come. And it was flat. Oh, Jonathan is going to run. Jonathan is going to run. And they came up with another, we are getting Abaseki, vice president. And Sibanjo is slowly fading out. In all democratic settings, if a president performs very well, the vice president takes up the banner to continue. Sibanjo would have continued. No. Now they brought in Tiku. They flattered Atiku. All of you saw Atiku and he disappeared. He is your president. Our people who are supposed to be intelligent are not intelligent. They are not focused. They have put the setting up. And you are supposed to know the game before it starts. You have been an athlete. You are very good at athletics. So before the game starts, you know what to anticipate. You know what to watch for. You know your coaches will tell you this is what you watch out for. Watch out for number 3. Don't think he's playing defense. Watch him from the midfield. They coach you. They scout. And they pass the information to you. And you call them technical aids. And Biafran technical aids have told you what to watch for. You abandon it. The next thing, so you are contemplating voting. Because they have fielded you, your Igbo person. And what's your reason? He's intelligent. Has he been there before? Yes. What was his legacy? You dig out that information on your own. It's not that he's going to win. It is a way of putting you squarely in the electoral environment. And after that, you will no longer have the mouth to call on any international body to come and help you. Because the implication there is that you want to divide Nigeria. If things don't go your way, you want out. That is the implication of your actions. And which is the best way to do it? Bring an Igbo candidate and put him there. Not that it's from a recognized political party. They all of a sudden went to London and they told him go for Labour Party. And this is your strategy. He came back and said, now I'm a Labour Party candidate from Igbo land. Yes. I'm a Labour candidate from Igbo land. You're about it. My question is this. If after the election he did not win, what is your fate? What will be your fate? What are you going to do? Are you going to come back and start shouting Biafra again? And who are you going to shout Biafra for? Are you going to tell London that you're shouting for Biafra because they are mistreating you? If they are mistreating you, why didn't you go for a referendum? Why didn't you call wholeheartedly for the release of your leader? Why did you vote? Why did you participate? When Britain called for Brexit, it was like a magic. All of them, yeah, we need the referendum. Let's get it done. And they did. And they made their decision. In our own case, year after year, we are being demolished like a building. Because our buildings are being demolished in every part of the zoo. And our people destroyed, extinguished. The vibrants are reduced to nothing. And they'll come and put you. Is your priority Igbo candidate for president or your freedom? And you see aged people that should know better. When you call for a rally, they will not show. When you call for IPOB, they will not show up. They don't want. These are the people that don't want their faces to be seen when you call for any IPOB event. And these people showing their political incline are coming out boldly to show their faces. And these are the ones that will hold a Nigerian meeting and will tell you, come and register for Nigeria meeting. And most of us will go. So which one are you? Are you a Biafran or are you a Nigerian? Which one are you? You can not, after this election, have the guts to come and talk about referendum. Because any referendum you fail to do before or at this election, kiss your existence goodbye. I don't care what kind of mistake you are making. I don't care how much they are paying you. I don't care the situation they have put. I don't care how many homes they give you in Dubai. At the end of the day, you are a stranger in a strange land. And considering your vulnerability, you are of the past. You will be of the past. Nobody will listen to you again. This is your shortest way to freedom. You're almost there. You were on the radio yesterday. You were listening. You saw Citizen AY. We talked. And we exposed the whole thing. What is going on? What will happen? And that question is, if after 2023, Atiku becomes president, what will you do? Who are you going to complain to? You cannot go to the UN because you participated in the election. UN will not listen to you because they gave you a clue. They gave you a clue that will make you run away from Nigeria. You did not take that clue. When Anthony Guterres will come and tell you that it is very, very welcoming news that Boko Haram are being enlisted in the Nigerian army. If that did not spoil you, if that did not light fire on your buttocks to get up and run, I don't know what else will. And these are the Ebubagos you're seeing in our villages. Indicators, your governors, your local government chairmen and cheerleaders and whatever they are, nobody's complaining. That means the situation is very good for you. You are comfortable with the situation you find yourself. You are comfortable for them coming to take your land. You are very comfortable. You are comfortable watching what is going on. But the next thing, your village is attacked. You are no longer comfortable. You are in a refugee camp. And then you go there, you become docile, you become dormant. Sit down, look. Then you start looking for a refugee handout. The international community will pass your village and come to your camp, and you stretch out your hand, and they'll give your mama, your child, your brothers handout because of your foolishness. You have the opportunity to be free. You traded your freedom for worthless money. You traded your freedom for 3 million amount of money that will
indigenous people of Biafra under the leadership of indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are back to set the record straight. And now we are taking the battle to the doorstep of BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation. Biafra Worldwide Phone Call Campaign. Now listen, be polite when you call BBC and use the following prompt when you call. Say, hello, my name is, then you tell them your names. Then you say, I am calling to ask about BBC policy of propaganda against the victim of genocide. Number one question, why is BBC always twisting facts and covering up genocide against Biafrans by Fulani in Nigeria? Number two question, when will BBC make a documentary about the ongoing genocide by the Fulani in Nigeria? Number three, why is BBC shamelessly investigating the victims and not the perpetrators of genocide? Number four, why is BBC broadcasting fake documentary to intimidate the victims of genocide? Number five, take down your concocted fake documentary against the victims of genocide, the Biafran people, and stop lying about us. BBC and UK government, we know that you are the real enemy hiding behind the Fulani terrorists and orchestrating genocide in Nigeria for the sake of oil. Now we tell you, stop your shameless policy of plundering and slaughtering Biafran people. Now listen and pay close attention. This campaign against BBC Broadcasting Corporation will start on the 6th of June till the 1st of July 2022. And these are the time to call BBC: 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. Biafran time. And here are the numbers to call. And please pay close attention. Get your pen and paper ready that you may take down these numbers. BBC switchboard. Telephone +442 087 43 8000. I repeat, +442 087 43 8000. Or you can tweet at BBC News. Another one, BBC Customer Service +443 700 100 222. I repeat, BBC Customer Service +443 700 100 222. Or you can tweet at BBC Press. And the last one, BBC Studios Limited +442 084 33 2000. I repeat, BBC Studios Limited +442 084 33 2000. Or you can send an email to BBC News Channels at bbc.co.uk. We are Biafrans. We shall vanquish by the grace and mercies of Elohim. We shall vanquish. We are Biafrans.
We shall vanquish. Things we put in place will make us accomplish that. We wrote a press release about ESN, the the activities, the operations, their steadiness, they are there. We must provide them with all they need. On the 27th of August, there will be fundraising for ESN by the IPOB Women in US and IPOB USA. There will be a fundraising. The first one they did was very, very successful, and the transparency was there, and I love it. This is what we are talking about. You do something, it will be visible. People will know you did something. ESN, they are the ones protecting us. They're the one keeping law and order in our forests. And these people brought a bubago to destroy us. And they are the Fulanis, sponsored by the governors from Biafra land. You were there when they made that their announcement. They are forming a bubago. So remember, 27th of August. I'm waiting for the flyers, and can't wait. I think Europe is doing theirs too. I forgot to call yesterday that they'll be doing fundraising as well. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. What will be your situation? How will you feel? What face will you have to come and start talking about Biafra when your election fails you? Are you going to come back and say we want Biafra? Why will you want Biafra? Because the election failed to elect you as a president, that even when elected you cannot be able to act. You've not learned from the past. This is your shortest course to be free. And any negligence, your inability to control your bribery and corruption tendencies, you're going to pay for it. Caller, your name and where you call it from.
Of course, Mazi Alozie, afternoon from here. This is Mazi, okay, from Nekroneke. I have been a while, Mazi Alozie, and the Rugunda, and see Kegonia, or your Megan in your request. Yeah, Mazi, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, member of the President, and all his lieutenants, the need for men and women of all over the world. We will continue to appreciate all of you, the charity. Elohim is your strength. I equate you. Mazi, thank you very much. Mazi, whatever that is happening in that country, British is the brain behind it. There is the handwork of it. Mazi, see this one, I started the Rokobo, whatever they call that. They say, I wanna. British is behind it. British is sponsoring them. They want to divide us more and more. This is what they started since 1914, which ended in 2014. About 8 or 9 years now, and they know what they are still doing. Catalina is there walking about, and the American, the woman, the worst thing, these people are women. You know, where is their conscience? They see what is happening in Biafra land. But at the end of the day, we own that land. In as much as they did not defeat our forefathers and nothing to them, how much more now? This is why we are calling our people. There will be protests tomorrow. In 3 states, I don't want to mention them. Let people come up and join everybody. If you know you love what is happening in Biafra land, don't come out. And if you don't come out, that thing that is happening in Biafra land, it will happen to you. Imagine an Hebrews on your cable until you hear talk to that person, you go one leg, or your husband, or your wife, or kidnap, and then you know that it ends. But now we are talking, I one day they continue to attack us here and there. Mazi, another important thing I want to say here. There is high profiling of Igbo Biafrans in Munitara Mohammed Airport, Lagos, and Abuja. But what the platform is, some people don't want to open up and talk, give information, because information is power. I thank those who have called me since 3 days. I've been calling. They are profiling all of them. You saw the one Chinasa tweeted, the guy that lives in Italy. He came back. They picked him up from airport. Up to now, nobody had known where his whereabouts. My cousin was coming from Egypt. He told me when he was going. My friend told me this is what I but I have to go. He's a clean guy. He went there, they profiled him. From the custom started it after that. They said, I don't know the other people. I said that to the immigration or DSS. And they have book, names of Igbo Biafrans. From there, they whisk the person away. They are doing it in their ports. They are killing it in our kilos on that. We have our names. But Mazi, take information is power. What is pending when we are giving information that our people, most of them feel as if nothing is happening. What until it happened to them. We will continue to tell them, you see, that country has failed. Mazi, you see, this time we are very busy. We don't have too much time coming on air. Because the whole talking, we have done that talking. Only the finish Mazi, I finish and the people are seeing the results. The only people that is holding that Biafra land is IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Forget all the saboteurs, all the author, whatever. Who knows them? You can see that's what Chica and the US are doing here and there. You can see what they did in Belgium. Are the result not coming out? Are they calling other pilots? All these meetings here and there. Mazi, now we don't talk much. We don't talk, but we talk less, and we are doing more now. This is the time. And let me tell our people who are calling war, and they come very soon. All your radio will come up, and those people that their radio is not talking, it will come up. When did it? When did it? After someone when the radio will get to all of you. It's a must. It's your right. It's not a privilege. Mazi Alozie, come on, bomba. What are you making? Brewer, on the brewer, and the other one side not pure. Lose all control. If you're not able, Allah Biafra, but all of you that are coming up with your whole full heart, now support everywhere, both protests everywhere, supporting here and there. When you walk in the house of Chukwukabe, you're not going to be go. Continue to do the need for one question. I'm not like question. I want to man. Imagine the men correct and there were Wajay, there was
anything concerning Biafrans, it's a problem. You open your mouth and say something, they profile you, but they talk, they say things. Nobody profiles them. Nobody asks them a question. Nobody questions their behavior. We ask for justice. That's all. If it is unattainable, then, disperse the whole thing. Disperse the whole unit. You don't have to say you're building something, but there's no foundation there. You're building something, there's still hatred. Why are you holding people? Why are you arresting them when they express the opinion and you say you're practicing democracy? And it is weighted towards a section of the population, the same population that will say we are done. They are always able and ready to profile everybody. When you're in diaspora, you're coming home, they see your name if you're in the book. Then they will whisk you away. Ask yourself, why are you whisking him? What did he do? He expressed his opinion. So when you express your opinion, you're a dead person. And they are practicing democracy. They say, when they say it's good for them to say it, but it's not good for you to say it. And that is the way things are. Don't say it, they'll kill you. Nobody says anything. Then the worst continues to happen. The reason for saying it is for amendments to be made. That's the first reason. Say so that people will correct their ways, and then make peace reign. Call your name and where you calling from.
Mazi Alozie, good evening to you, sir. Hello, Timothy. Okay, Mazi, thank you so much for picking up my call, and I want to thank my brother for the information that he has given. It worries me so much when Fulani and their government is profiling us. It is very, very awkward for me, and I refuse to understand that. And our politicians all sitting there watching what is happening to us. But the Fulani will wake up and they will speak however they want against our people. They will wake up and they will talk whatever they want to say. You will never see anybody that is called politician in Biafra land confront these people the way they talk to our people, calling us names. It's busy. Fulani is busy rampaging Nigeria, destroying people's property. But none of them can talk, none of them can even confront the Fulani. Mazi, you know you touched so many places this morning. So many places you touch. More especially, I want to talk about what Britain is doing. We all know and we all agree that British is the biggest problem that we have. Okay, let me agree that this woman in what do you call in Biafra in the zoo called Nigeria, Katurolanche or whatever the dancer's name she's answering. That old fool. It's a woman going up and down deciding the fate of the people in the zoo. Why? That I cannot understand. They have been doing this for many years. They are still dividing and ruling us. And they have one or two people among us that they are using to divide their people, to actually kill our own people. And people are watching that the white woman will come, or a British agent will come and tell you something and you will buy it against your own people. Why are you doing that? Does it mean that you don't love your own people, you love the white person more than your own people? That's one thing that I don't understand with what is happening. Okay, now let's agree. The British brought us Catholic. They brought us the Bible. The same British are watching our ancestors being kidnapped, raped, put in chain. The church are watching. The Pope were part of the whole slave trade that was happening in Africa. Imagine. But at the end of the day, they say they brought us Bible. And they brought us this Bible and brought us Jesus. These are books of slaves. These are slave mentality that are brought to Africa. More especially, our ancestors buy into all this nonsense that they brought. Haven't we listened to know that this Jesus that you're calling is not the Son of Man? The name of the Son of Man, the Son of David, is Yeshua. What is the name Jesus? Where is it coming from? This book you're reading, it was an Africa. Okay, let me say it was Biafra that they come and copy most of the thing. It was our culture that is written in the Bible, for crying out loud. And we practicing this culture for over 5,000, older than the Bible. Go back and look at that Bible that we are all carrying around and say, no, this and that and that and that. But that is totally nonsense. That's why I say these people are all fools. When you come and you think that these people that are running up and down in the church, look at Obi running up and down in the church, giving, say, is he giving quotations in the Bible? He's asking people to go out there and pray. You've been praying for years. At the end of the day, nothing happens. They have still be killing our people. Fulani are praying and also doing the needful. They're doing it radically. They're doing it with AK-47. They are killing our people. They still go to mosque on Friday and they come back and they kill our people. Our people are sitting, asking them to be praying just like what British and their allies did to our ancestors. Kill all our people in the name of prayer. I don't know what is wrong with the brains of a black man. Personally, Mazi, I am a very angry person. When I see all this is happening, our politicians, our own brothers, are listening to Fulani to be killing our own people. Why? Where have we got to? What did we do wrong as a race? Other people are trying to save their people. But what do we get from our politicians? They kill their own. They kill their own with impunity. These things must stop. If they profile us in the airport, we profile them in Biafra land. Wherever we see them, we profile them. Mazi, thank you so much. Ndewo, sir.
Ndewo, thank you. It is, I can say, not doing things that we're supposed to do. Our politicians are not doing what they're supposed to do. And you have given the Fulanis the power to control, to dictate, and they dictate. If you are a Biafran going home, they'll pick you up. Yeah, because you are supporting freedom. They don't want you to be free, but they don't want to act right. That's where the problem is. Call your name and where you call from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwemana. Hello?
Mazi, we are waiting for you. Please go ahead.
Okay. I thank you once again for your topic this morning. I greet my leader, our leader who set up this platform to open the eyes, the spiritual eyes of those who want to be a human being. To be a human being, to reason as a human being. The only platform you hear the truth in the whole world. Nothing but the truth. That was what our leader had been preaching. Now, I want to go straight to the Governor Autumn. This man is a man of his people. Autumn is the only governor in Nigeria that is in office for their people. Autumn is the only governor in Nigeria that is not a slave. Other governors, mostly the East, are Fulani slaves. The Fulani give them chance to steal as much as possible. But as a slave, never you defend your people. And they accept. And they sign the contract. But I want to tell them, all of you, from the beginning to the end, none of you will go to grave with money. This is the problem of black people. The black people don't remember death, but they die the most. Where are you going? When you kill your people for your enemy, after your enemy will come and kill you, then where is the whole thing all about? I want to talk to Asari Dokobo. Asari Dokobo is a pig in the creek. The Fulani want to use him to create havoc from our people. If not, why Asari Dokobo will be sending somebody from the river Rhine area to go to Owerri, to Imo State, to be killing people just to create havoc? Asari Dokobo, the day you will die, those properties you feel you have acquired all over the, I think, Cotonou, wherever you are, all those things will be destroyed because you are using people's head, blood,
to make money for yourself, and you are proud of it, it will not go well with you. Asare Dokobo, you are the most slave that was reigning by this time in that country, in that area. The Fulani will use you and they will dump you. It is very, very wrong that up to today, people are still taken like animal in that enclave they call Nigeria. Look at Autumn standing, talking tough for his people. Out of 36 governors, only one person. No supporting for this man. All the senators in Nigeria, mostly from the south, they are the worst thing that has happened under the roof of heaven as a governor, as a senator. They are collecting over 30 million naira a month. The Nigerian senators are collecting over 30 million naira a month. Ordinary people in Nigeria are begging. Ordinary workers are begging for 30,000 naira, which is not up to $50 a month. But senators are collecting over 30 million. Upon that, they are not there for their people. If the senator will walk out and said, this is not how a country is looking like, we are no more interested, let us settle this matter at once. By then, everybody will sit well. But upon all this, what a Nigeria is working now, a senator is working, is to go another second time. Those who have gone to second time are now working to go back to their state to fight for governor. That is Nigeria mentality. A devilish country. But all of this, our leader have set up this platform to expose the evil that is going on in Nigeria, because everybody in Nigeria, like the politician, the traditional rulers, the so-called man of God, all of them have been brought over by Fulanis. And they feel that they are doing good thing for themselves, not knowing that after rain there will be sun, that they will lose.
We are talking to people that Mazi, your point is well directed, but the people you are talking to, they are not with you. No amount of preaching is going to change their mind. We have to make the change. And that is why I don't want this topic to be misdirected. The question was, after this election, if a Southerner did not become a president, even if he becomes a president, he will be ineffective. What will you do? How are you going to come back and say you want Biafra? That is what the analysis was centered on. How are you going to tell the world that you want Biafra? That is the question. I want us to be focused on what the broadcast is all about. If you fail to get Biafra now, and you've chosen to go and elect and conduct election, not for your freedom, to be in the midst of the same people that are profiling you at the airport. What reason are you going to give? Who are you going to refer to come and help you? Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here. Mazi Kukwan. It's your brother who is calling from the UK. Mazi, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate Biafrans all over the whole world. I thank you. Mazi, let me say something here very quickly. It's time for our people and you moderators, including me, if I make that mistake. It's time when our people, if they come to the radio, let's discuss some issues that matter, not to useless issues that don't matter. Everything they have to say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it. What we are doing here is to direct our people, but when issues that matters come from board, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the issue. You know, just like the issue Okefo is doing here. These people are profiling our people in the airport. It's the duty of us to alert the international community and as a US to put a very good memo from a mobile office to send it out to the social media for them to know. They should stop profiling in the Igbo. Stop profiling Biafrans. We did not let's discuss when the issue comes arrive that matters for our matters something to do with us. Let's not come to social media and talk about who wants to, how much you're going to get before you die. What is your girlfriend? Come, they know all these things. Where is Abacha today? Do you think that these politicians didn't know all these things they are saying? They know. Because you know why? God will never judge. It's like you praying for God to judge them. God will never judge them. It's you and the youth that are going to judge them. This is Sri Lanka judge their government. Let's stop beating around the bush. Coming on the radio, I'm not exonerating myself. When issues that matters something to do with us come on board, let's discuss it. These people are profiling our people in the airport. Are you not worried? Are you not worried? I can now grind someone who how much is what someone is getting too much. Let's talk about the international community that these people are profiling. Let it be near time. And if you're being profiled in the airport, you have to put fight there. Let the whole world know. Ask them why. And let's stop coming out here and be talking something that is not. Look at a very good topic. They are profiling people in the airport. That is why they don't want us to get airport in Biafra land. Don't you know the reason why? The secret is because they don't want it to import goods. Mazi, I am very, very upset. Issues that matters about Igbo, Biafrans. If radio is open, let's discuss it. Let's alert the whole world. That is what Mazi told us. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. US will do something about it and write a memo through him up and send it to the media, to the whole world. To know that look at what they are doing. We have to stop them. Mazi Ndewo.
Ndewo, yes, it's what we have to deal with. Because we have to center on the topic, you know, what is happening. And I pose that question, and I don't want us to deviate from it. We must deal with the issue. You see, sometimes our people wander around because they have something in mind that's being repetitive. You know, we continue to repeat something, who God will punish, and well, we have a problem. They are profiling our people at the airport. Who is profiling them? Nobody. That's on one hand. And at the same time, you are clamoring for election to participate with those people that are profiling you. And my question is this. At the end of the day, you fail to win that election. Even if they put your person there, he will be ineffective. Who are you going to complain to? The same international community we want to tell that they are profiling us, are watching us participate in the election. See? That's what it is. Call your name and where you calling.
Hello. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Welcome.
Oh, hey, Biafra. The line is bubbling.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll come back again, Mazi Alozie.
Your name and where you calling from? Do you call number 0848? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
All hail Biafra.
Go ahead, Biafra. Go ahead.
All hail Biafra. Mazi Alozie, good afternoon. My name is Mazi Alozie. I'm calling from France. I'm a native of Biafra. You asked a question, and some people were deviating from it, and they don't want to answer the question. The answer is very difficult. Let me say it. It's very, very difficult, sir. It's very, very difficult because as our people are focusing obituary and obeying them more, and they forgot the great package that is facing them and looking for change. And this change, if they lost the change and trying to come and look for the big package, it happened that we cannot get the coins, we cannot get the big package. Then we are going to start from the square. But for my own side, to answer the question, for those who are looking for election, you are heading to the distraction and the losing focus, because our brother, they send there as a tribal brother, did not get anything from us. Let us go back to the normal strategy when he was a governor. What did he do? No, let me go back when our dead hero, our people's general, went to England, pick him, bring him back, then and handle him the Abga under the Anambra governor, and he took an oath under Abga. And he said he will not leave Abga. But now he has lived almost 3 parties. Then he refused to see the Lojuku when he was sick. And other many things that happened. And all the whole set and down. What I'm trying to say, I want to make some people to understand something. You see, all these children we are giving birth in Europe, in America, in Asia, in Australia, when they grow or when they become adults or when they become a man or being a politician over there, and they have a root, yes, the root is Biafra, but they are still having a kind of problem, a double identity. What I'm trying to say, a double identity. One part is Nigeria, one part is Biafra, because we are still under the umbrella of Nigeria. And they grow in a European or in Western world. When they grow, those people, they grow with their understanding and with their culture and every background of them. They will be easily manipulate them and use them against their people in the future, is what is happening now. Because the Gringoli, his name is Gringoli, Peter Gringoli, was born in England and grew in England. And our leader picked him, our people's general picked him and make him a governor. In able to take care of all the whole evils. When he talk about all the whole 13 states of evils, what did he do? He did not bring them together. Then he ran away and killed some of the people who are trying to educate him. My brother, you are deviating under the umbrella of Mazov.
he killed them and put them in a river. Some of them are living witness that even if you want to in a Facebook, they will see, you see young man said, during his term, I was jailed, I was doing so things. What I'm trying to say, I'm trying to bring back, let us understand before I can answer the question. Then he was influenced by the people who were born in their land. And now they call him back in this election. He went to number 10 and they teach him another strategy. And he come back and remove what happened about Nnamdi Kanu and the AEPA happen again in this Labour Party by removing our brother again, and they replace himself as the candidate. And our brother just quite gently and quietly remove and go and they sit down without any saying a word. That's another thing. Now, they teach him how to come and confuse IPOB, and they also confuse the Biafrans, and not to be focused, not to looking for a bigger package they are looking for, and also to be deviated and looking for change. Now, what I'm trying to say is, if they lose this election, Obi went there and they proclaim Atiku, because you remember Atiku is a Fulani, and the vice candidate of the criminal Jagadan is a Fulani too, and the two of them are working hand to hand.
Mazi, round up.
I'm trying to round up now in 2 minutes. Yeah. What I'm saying is, our DOS and our leader, they need to do something now, because if you leave all those things to our people at home, they will work as a foolish people and they cannot do any decision. This is the time for us, the IPOB DOS, to do something in able to take back this weak people, because if you left in their hand, the weak Biafrans in Nigeria, they cannot do anything. They will draw us back. The only thing I can say, let the IPOB do something and to bring them and to make them to be resuscitate them back again into the struggle. All hail Biafra. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
You are completely in for a just cause. The freedom of your people, it is not a crime. We only respect Chukwuokikabiama, who owns this world and every creation, who is our God. And the BON, which is the head of Directorate of State, tell the chief is them. If not tell the chief is them and BON, we Biafrans are gone. I'm telling you. That is why they are making every effort to say that they destabilize the head. Our leader has finished our leader is leading the battle. Our duty is to make sure that our leader comes out, so that we will go home, because we all know nation, nobody upon us. That's why after the election, the world are looking for a means to trap us, because they know that after Biafra restoration, you will no longer see any war again on this earth. I'm telling you that speed, but why I'm there now? How that could know how to control our anger and emotion. We are Biafrans, the children of Chukwuokikabiam, and we are going through the law, because we are under law, the law of Moses. That 10 commandments was given to us. And in the book, we are saying Bible. We are the people of the book. You can read any book. Even Nnamdi Kanu is even if a script is given to you to fulfill, can't you do it? Are you not? All these things you are doing, is not recorded? The more 200 years, our own children, and then they are looking at, they will see how we fought and make sure that this land is better. Because then you see this Biafra land. Fulani and the Britain get out of applause. This Biafra land. Then Nnamdi Kanu. Have nothing else. That you wish me to that you are not just abandoning everything you are doing in life to make sure that the people are free. That we are going home. Nobody will stop us. Dara. That is it. The question of thing and that their house, you light, you have television, there are companies, you have staff. Is that kind of that house? Every house, no matter your that is an owner. Every building has a landlord. You see the sun, you see the moon. Even the last year, you have the human being, man and female. Who owns you? Every day we walk and we from the land to faith. We forget to realize the God that was. And that God is fully in charge with this problem. I don't know. I want to relate the check. That is it. What other man says, that I pray wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, or 14 and chapter 15. The origin of idolatry and the foolishness of worshiping. I have to say, like God. I didn't do that. That's not going to go monitoring to it. Suppose you get go back to your roots. Go back to your local church. I want you now. That's what I want you. Let me shop and the pastor. Oh, for you, the pastor. I'm not going to know. I think I'm not. I want you to see her. I don't know what I'm saying. That's not the time anymore. You want. I can't see the moon. It's a bit. I'm going to look for you. Let us think with them. Let us think to carry on here. That's a bill. Second address, chapter 6, and the second address, chapter 7. The Messianic kingdom. And the let us do. No represent and the poor for. For them, all you're going to see is the last time. Who will go to be a man? That's what I can say. That's not get out there. When I know now, I'm supposed to.
You say my question is difficult. It is for you to ponder your actions, what you're doing, what you're participating, the processes you are undergoing. Who are you going to talk to that you want Biafra after the election? Look before you leap. Who are you going to report to that you want Biafra? IPOB, DOS and HOD, they are the ones holding you to task. Do the right thing. And when you make their job difficult, you can't come back 2023 and still call the same IPOB. Come and do this, come and do that. You still call the same DOS, come and do this, come and do that. The road is near. This is the shortest cut. This is the shortest cut we can take. And we are almost there. We are watching it. We are touching it. We are feeling it. Waste the time. Time wasted, never recovered. Waste that time. Are you going to tell me that you will be undergoing murders, brutalization, marginalization for another 4 years? Then what will you do? You go and vote for another 4 years? You have not gone through with 2023 yet. Not to talk about. There will not be another 4 years after this one. Because by then, they would have completed their agenda. See 2019, the opportunity you gave them. See all the things they did. In the Senate, they passed bills. You don't hear the introduction of the bill. What you hear is the second reading. And then, when it gets to the third one, they pass it. And then you've been duped. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome.
Mazi, o nwere okwu oke fọ ikwuru ebe a gbasara maka our borders via side Caribbean airport. Ma border ihe nke oge kwuru gwa nke a chọkwuru m. Maazị ya chọrọ igbu onye ọbụla ahụ. Anyị ebibiri ikwu okwu gbasara maka ibe na redio na-ekwurikwu election ahụ. Ihe anyị tụpụzi n'ime n'ahụ, my mother, my father na-akụzi n'ahụ. Ịgwa ha na onwere ihe dịka election na ala Igbo anyị. Ka anyị bido pụta n'oge campaign. Ihe mere anyị mgbe emepụtara na election, our leaders say, onwere dịka election, a na-arịọ ya biko. Ya obido ya biko, our leaders gwa anyị na onye anwa our leaders na-azụ mgbanwe bụ Peter Obi, ọma ewu election, onye ga-agharị election nye Ejigbo. Na mgbe nyere Ejigbo election, na Nigeria ga-erigret. Now, ihe gbasara ndị anyị again, and election na Nigeria, maybe election na Nigeria. Ihe duru anyị na-ahụ, a ga-agwa our people on ground. I was all the our people that not even my about that town. Can you follow the government campaign now? I wonder if they do my government campaign. My brother, sometimes we get in the I'm not like this people. Also, our not become any people. Come in and bring our own. We take them now. I don't want to too much. Can you show our people not a bush, not a town? Under the government campaign of Papa Mo, or Mama Mo, of owner of the other one. Can you tell me go to Samaras? Because I am an oro, I don't buy a bar. Our people should not outside Dabata, the airport. Because I'm not money in the Emily. But what else was this I did buy? When the governors, senators, where to care? Now, they buy your grant. Our people should not fight, but I say, it's the airport. Where am I together? So, young now, forget that. Let's go to politics. This is our platform. Yeah, you put a guy. Can you go do long? Not in the Imoya. Can but another the campaign. Can you go for you now? I'm the good and the flush. People again, what you got? When travel, when not London, never now. Oh, boy, you will ever. Oh, you can go there. I'm going to that way by now. London. Now, I'll cut the case who trying tomorrow. Oh, who can I leave tomorrow? Oh, I mean, where I don't know, you know, about I think we'll go election. Who's election? As the people where they were, they took them up.
Thank you. Your topic centered on what I'm saying. We leave what we are doing. We are talking about election. And after the election and you fail, where then are you going to hold on to? Where? People are being profiled. Just like they profile everybody in the village. Now you are in diaspora, you are coming home, you don't know they are waiting for you at the airport to kidnap you and waste you. Did the governor say anything? Have they made any comment? That means when you open your mouth and say something, you become a criminal. They have criminalized everybody. I know what I'm asking you. And tomorrow I'm going to ask you the same question. If I don't get the answer, I'll ask you that question again tomorrow. It is something everybody has to ponder about. For those running around that they're doing election. I'm not going to let go. Tell me, when you're running around in the running election, if he fails, if there is no election, are you going to come back to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you going to come back to say no election in 2027? Time wasted, never recovered. Who are you going to complain to? Understand what I'm saying? Who are you going to complain to? They are wasting our people at the airport. Anywhere you go, they are wasting us. And it's the same people that are running around. You're going to conduct the election. For who? For what? Why? We miss our priorities. It's not in order. Our people must think. Our people must think. Are you going to call on the United Nations? Let's say on the day of the election there are some shootings, as it occurs all the time. Ballot boxes scattered away. They cut them away. Lives lost. Then you say, okay, we want to Biafra. Who are you telling? Who will you be addressing? Are you going to be addressing IPOB that you want Biafra? Are you going to be addressing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you want Biafra? Are you going to be addressing DOS that you want Biafra? All these people are here for you. Now, this is the shortest cut. It's a very short cut. And you'll be misguided, swindling you into election. And our people are running around. I've given you the hint as to what their game plan is. They will come and say, P2B. On the day of the election, they will vanish. They go and vote for who they want to vote for. INEC gave you the result. It is what it is. You can't continue to blame IPOB. You can't continue to blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can't continue to blame DOS. And at the end of the day, you run back. You're looking for DOS. You're looking for IPOB. You're looking for Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi Nnamdi, where the hell are you? What are you doing now? What are your actions as we speak? Abandonment. So all the things that are happening to us, we enjoy it. I gave you a detailed history. And I gave you an analogy. You go knocking on your neighbor's door. They have come again. Your neighbor opens the door, drives them away. And you go and join the people that you knocked on your neighbor on their behalf. And you go back again, mingling with them. Who is kidding who? Call out your name and where you calling from.
Good afternoon, sir. Mazi Alozie. Please, I just want to keep us just one word before you're almost closing now. Because of these are people they are profiling. Please, can we tell them not to come back? It is dangerous now for them to come home. They are profiling them, taking them away. We are not safe in any way. Even in our own country, we are not safe there. What can we just to tell them, announce it to the world, please. Don't come home, they are killing us. They are taking our boys away. Please don't come home. What can we do again? Just put it, pushing the politicians you want to election, you want to be a president. Did you see what is happening now? Whom are you going to elect? Whom are you going to govern? They are taking all our people away. We are not safe in anywhere. You come home, they wait you at the airport. Please, I'm crying here. I'm so, please, tell our people not to come home. That's what you can do. Please don't come again. They are taking you away. They are killing our people. Well, that's what I want to say. Please, I'm sick. I'm done. You can hear it to my voice. I'm very sick now. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. One thing leads to the other. They have all the list. People in diaspora, you have 3,000, you have 10,000, and they profiled you because you are a Biafran. On reaching at the airport, they snatch you. And you might be one of them saying obedience and all that stuff. They don't care. They don't know. They don't want to know. You are a Biafran. Get me the list of names of those in IPOB. They get it. They put you there. And then you are dead. And we leave them scot-free. and you can't go home because you stood for what is right. This is why we must get Biafra. This is why. This is the shortcut. You are looking at it. And no amount of deceit with the Satan can